Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I've been seeing these videos pop up all over YouTube for like the last, year probably, and I decided it was my turn to jump on the bandwagon and join in just because I'm definitely all about that Amazon Prime life as well. So I thought I would hop on here and share some of my must-haves and kind of just favorite purchases that I have ordered from Amazon recently. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and start off with something that I have in my hand right now. I'm not sure if you actually can order Topo Chico on Amazon, so I guess it's not physically in my hand, but it's in the container that's in my hand, and that's these metal straws. There's so many different sellers to buy from. I'm gonna go ahead and link the exact products that I'm talking about down below, although I'm sure there's many other different varieties. If for whatever reason one of these products is out of stock, I'll try my best to find like a different option. I did notice though, whenever I was looking at my order history, that these have gone up by like $2 or $3, because when I first purchased these, I'm almost positive they were either $4.99 or $5.99. They came with 8 different straws. They had curved ones as well as straight ones, which honestly, I wish they were all curved. I just prefer having like the look of a bendy straw. So they're just metal straws. They do come with these little like silicone toppers too, just because hitting against your teeth is just like, oh, just the thought of it gives me chills. But with these little like rubberized or silicone tips, I cannot drink any more of that right now while filming this video. I feel like I have tons of burps in the chamber. But with the different color tips, you can kind of like be like, okay, Dad, you only use the blue and purple, and Mom, you use the green and yellow, or you know, if you're total germaphobe that way. But you can remove them, that way you can get them really nice and clean. And they do come with the straw cleaner as well, which I feel like is definitely essential, especially if you're using them for smoothies. That way you can really make sure you get in there and get like any like strawberry or raspberry seeds out, or like banana, because the thought of like gross rotten fruit, ew, I think there was actually something in the straw because I pulled it out of the sink to show you guys a straight one. We're always using those. I'm not gonna lie, I was guilty of purchasing plastic straws before, but you know, try to do every little bit that you can for the environment. So metal straws, reusable straws, definitely the way to go. What else do I have here? I really only have a couple of beauty things. They're mainly lifestyle. This is a total must buy for me. I go through phone chargers like no other, especially because Landon also has his iPad. Keegan switched to Android, so he doesn't use an iPad or an iPhone anymore. Gross. No, I'm just kidding. So it's basically Landon and I always like fighting over chargers. So I bought a 3-pack of these 10-foot ones. I want to say this was like $10. I haven't had any problems so far. I know sometimes when you buy some of the like generic cords, they go out a lot faster. This has been lasting longer than like the typical cords that you get from Apple, because not only is it longer, but it's also covered in this like braided, I don't even know what that's called. I know it has a specific name. I'm not sure what it's called, but I know a lot of us are guilty. If you're like in bed and you're looking at your phone, you like have it bent a certain way, and sometimes you can even see like the wear and tear with this guy already. But if this would have been on a normal cord, there would have already been like wires splayed out. So I love that it's long, because if I'm laying in bed and like the outlet's all the way over there, I know, such a first world problem, but it's just convenient. Plus if Landon's using his iPad, you know, it's plugged in over there and he can like carry his iPad like halfway across the room. Speaking of phones, I'm so annoyed at myself. Whenever I first got the iPhone X, I had purchased, you know, the glass screen protector in store, I think at like Best Buy. I paid like $29, no, definitely not $39. I think it was right around $38 for this glass screen protector. These are exactly the same. Like they feel identical. I'm not even sure. Okay, it's tempered glass. This was a 3-pack for $8 on Amazon. I'm so mad at myself that I paid that much for the other one. But this also comes like with a guide. So you just place your phone in here and it just helps you get the sticker on there like perfectly aligned, and helps you get all the air bubbles out. I've pretty much already tested it for y'all because I dropped my phone the other day in the driveway and it did not break. So clearly the screen works. Okay, next up I have this cookbook. I don't feel like I've really ever used a cookbook as much as I use this one. I had originally started following her on Instagram. Her name is 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦. Her feed is absolutely gorgeous. She makes really gorgeous like rustic meals, savory meals, lots of like pastries with like really good fruit. The very first thing I made from her was like a strawberry or like tri-berry puff pastry. It was so good. So then after that, I kept trying out more and more recipes from her blog, but her Instagram is so good, and she does share like kind of like weekly meal ideas on her Instagram stories, which I absolutely love. So on Instagram, she's just known as Half-Baked Harvest. This is her cookbook here. I had got it whenever it was like on a flash sale. I think I paid under $20 for it, but I think, yeah, every single recipe has a photo, which For me, that is a must-have in a cookbook. Like, if I see a recipe, it can sound amazing, but if it doesn't have a photo and I'm not sure of like what the end result's supposed to look like, I'm just not that inspired. My posture is so bad right now. That is something else I need to search on Amazon for, like posture improvement thingamajiggers. But I have several recipes marked in here. Let me try to find something that I definitely loved. Honestly, everything that I've tried so far has been so good. These lemony fried Brussels sprouts, oh, there's almonds on it, so good. What else? There's this really good like turkey sweet potato recipe. But they're all pretty simple, like crunchy roasted broccoli with toasted breadcrumbs. Let's switch over to some entrees. Healthy chipotle turkey sweet potato skins. All of her recipes are super easy, but they're just so good. There's meatballs. Okay, this was something totally different. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about them because beef with pineapple just sounds a little bizarre to me, although I guess lots of people do put like pineapple on burgers. But these were the al pastor style beef enchiladas. Holy crap, these were so good because they were like sweet and savory with a little bit of spice. There was like chipotle adobo peppers in it. Just so many great recipes. So if you're not sure if you want to commit to the cookbook yet, I would at least go check out her blog because she has so many good recipes. I freaking love this cookbook. Like, I use the absolute mess out of it. I can't wait for her to release another. Okay, let's go to a doggy product. If you have a doodle, golden doodle, sheepadoodle, Bernedoodle, that's what I have. Howard is a Bernedoodle, or even if you have like a smaller dog, like a Yorkie or a Shih Tzu, dogs with lots of hair tend to like mat easily, especially if they have fine hair, mainly like on their armpits where there's lots of like friction. So I was looking for a good dematter. I bought like 2 or 3 other ones on Amazon. I did not like them. However, this one is freaking amazing. And I think this was actually one of the cheaper ones that I ordered. It was $7.99. It's from the brand Safari. So it has this little like thumb grip right here. And it almost just kind of looks like a rake. I accidentally ordered 2, and I feel like this is something I could keep like in my bedside table if like an intruder came, because I mean, how intimidating would this be? It's freaking sharp, so you do need to be careful. So it has these like ridged blades, so you go through and you brush, and like whenever you brush up, it kind of just like cuts any of the mats out. It's not painful for the dog at all. Like, Howard literally just lays there like I'm giving him a massage when I do this, because his armpits the other day were a tangly mess, and this took all of the mats right out. Okay, next up I have a home item. This has been life-changing for my kitchen. I know I eventually want to update my floors, but that's not something that I'm in a rush to do quite yet. Okay, so this wall right here, like the backyard or like the side of the backyard is right there, and the big AC unit is right there. Hopefully the mic isn't picking up on that too much, or the sound may not even be in existence, because I tried something new. I wasn't sure where to put the mic today, so I shoved it down my boobs. Hopefully it's like picking up and you're just not hearing like sweat dripping from my boobs, because that would be gross. Or hopefully I don't get electrocuted. I probably should have thought of this a little bit better. Anyways, this is from the brand The Rainbow, a liquid chalk specialist. This is the Grout Pen Grout Restorer. My home was built in the mid to early 90s, and the previous owners updated a few things, but the flooring was not one of them, and the floor in the kitchen is not cute. It's just like big, kind of like ivory colored tiles with dark grout. I know that was a thing back then. It's hideous because it makes the floor look like it's dirty, even though it's not. I've gone in with like a bleach pen on my hands and knees with a toothbrush, and I've just realized like that's just the color of the grout. So essentially this is just like a paint pen. So I went in with this color here. It looks really dark, but I didn't want anything stark white, because then I think it would have made the tiles look dirty and the grout look really clean. So this is kind of more of like a natural cream type color. This one I've used, it looks kind of grody. They do have smaller options as well, but if you guys are familiar with like chalk window markers, it's kind of like that, where you press the tip to get the ink flowing, and then you just color in your grout, and it looks like you have new kitchen floors if you have dark grout. It's seriously amazing. I think I paid around $9 or $10 for it, and one pen actually lasted quite a bit. I was able to do half my kitchen, and I feel like the layout of my kitchen is very open with tons and tons of tile and grout, so it did cover quite a big of an area. But like I said, if you do have smaller width of grout. They do have a finer pen as well. There's several different colors to choose from. If you go on there though and look at through the customer images, that's definitely more true to color of what the paint is compared to like the paint swatches that they have for the actual image. So if you're like me and you have old grout or grout that you just can't get clean, this stuff is amazing. As long as you give it time to cure, like I waited probably 2 or 3 days before I mopped. The mopping, like with the 𝗟𝗟𝗧𝗦 or any other floor cleaner that I use, like the 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦 rainwater one, it didn't remove any of the paint. This is the product that I am the most excited about. In fact, this is the product that I think that was most recently purchased out of everything in here. This is from the brand 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦, A-I-M-E-I-L-I. I'm not quite sure how you would pronounce that. I think I saw them either like advertised on Instagram or Facebook first. I looked through like the Amazon customer images. That's what I always do. Obviously, while looking at the reviews, I always go through the customer images versus like the company product images, just because I feel like those are definitely more like I said, true to color. And I ordered 2 of these to test out first. They were only $6.99, which is super affordable for gel polishes. Typically, I know I talked about it before on Instagram, the Sensational, yeah, gel at Target. That one's $5.99. This one lasts way longer, and this one's $6.99. All of the bottles though come in pink. So whenever you go onto Amazon and you search like LED gel, that came out so weird, gel polish, look for the ones in the pink bottles. There's so many different colors. So the one that I'm wearing today, it's called 𝗟𝗘𝗧𝗦. I did add glitter onto mine, which I kind of wish I wouldn't have, because on its own, it was such a pretty kind of like dusty, can we focus? Like dusty gray lilac color. I didn't buy the base and top coat for this brand, so I can't vouch for that. I'm still just using the Structure and Brilliance top coat that I have from Red Carpet Manicure. That's the system that I use. But the polish worked great. I had this blue one on for several days. I'll go ahead and insert a picture here whenever I was wearing it in my last video, but the quality seems to be great. So I'm really excited to order more colors. Okay, what else do I have? I think I only have 2 more products. This one is kind of random. I haven't worn my Apple Watch recently. This was actually the first generation one, so it doesn't like match the band perfectly, you know, since it has the gray outer part. This was actually Keegan's. I wasn't really into getting one, but he got one and then he changed to an Android. So then I started using his for a while, but I hated the band. It just looked very dude-ish to me. So I wanted something a little bit more feminine. So I got this like kind of brushed, it's almost like a smoky rose gold watch band. It's like 12 to 14 bucks. It was super affordable. It just came with several different clasp links here, so you could remove them easily and then just reattach them. I thought it looked so cute on, instead of just like the black silicone band, like even with this sweater. I think that looks really cute. So if you do have an Apple Watch and you're looking for a super affordable band that's cute and cheap, well, not cheap like in quality, but cheap in price, this one is a very, very good one. Okay, and then the very last product I have is another lifestyle product. If you have an Asian mother or an Asian father, I'm sure you have seen these before, or if you've been to like a Korean spa, these are freaking amazing. Do not buy a loofah. If you have tons of dry skin or if you have issues with blackheads on your back, this thing is a lifesaver. I should have brought the brand new packages out here instead. I don't really purchase mine from Amazon too often. I did the other day because I didn't feel like driving to H Mart, but now we have an H Mart pretty close by, which is so, so nice. But this is basically just like a Korean version of a body washcloth. They do have smaller ones that just fit over your hand as well. Those are great too to like buff off any like self-tan, or if you're just wanting to go in and give your skin like a good exfoliating. But this one is so, so good because you just grab it like this and you can get behind your backs. If you have issues with back knee, this stuff will like get any like dirt, grime, and oil that you have on your skin. This is like totally essential for me, especially if I'm self-tanning. This is what I use right before I self-tan to really get in there and scrub off the If you're Korean, you know what I'm talking about. It's like that rolled, dry, dead skin, you know, like you just want to scrub all that mess off of you. If you've been to Korean spa before, that's what they do. They'll grab one of these and I mean, they like scrub basically the first layer of your sin, soul, and skin off of your body, and you like walk away feeling like a fresh new baby fetus. It's amazing. But yeah, these are so, so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and link this version down below. I can only find a 3-pack, which I think is great. That way you're not having to share it with someone else. Or they have these smaller hand versions as well too. Those are great, especially for like your ankles, your wrists, your feet. But I love this for getting my back. All right, so that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys would like to see more of these in the future, or if you just want me to keep it beauty. I'm trying to do my best to kind of start like incorporating some other things on here as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed and found it helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know some of your Amazon must-haves down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.